Hi, good morning to one and all. Myself, A. Ramanjanelu, working as assistant professor in PBR Bits, Kavali. From today onwards, I am starting a new subject on modern manufacturing methods for final years. Okay, first we'll go through the syllabus. It is of Unit 1. In Unit 1, we'll learn about need for modern manufacturing methods. That is, what are the types of traditional methods, what is traditional methods, and what are the different types of traditional methods, and what is non-traditional methods, what are the different types and relevance, and rapid prototyping for precision and lean manufacturing. Next, classification of non-traditional process and their selection, processing of different materials and range of applications. In main, it is an introduction to the modern manufacturing methods. In Unit 1, we will learn. Next, it is classification of rapid prototyping methods. That is stereolithography, fused deposition methods, and principle of prototyping and various applications of rapid prototyping. It is about the Unit 1. Next, coming to Unit 2. In Unit 2, mainly we learn about 4 topics, that is ultrasonic machining, abrasive jet machining, next water jet machining, and water abrasive jet machining. Okay, these are the topics we will learn in Unit 2. Next, coming to Unit 3. In Unit 3, we will learn about electrochemical process, that is fundamental of electrochemical machining, electrochemical grinding, metal removal rate in ECM. ECM means electrochemical machining. That is next tooling, process, variables, applications. Next, economic aspects of ECM. Next, coming to chemical machining. In chemical machining, that is fundamentals of chemical machining, principles of material removal, maskants, etchants, process variables, advantages, and design applications. These are the next. Coming to Unit 4. In Unit 4, we will learn about that is thermal metal removal process. That is basic principle of spark erosion is nothing but EDM. EDM is nothing but electro discharge machining. Okay. Next, wire cut EDM, electric discharge grinding process. In this, mechanics of machining, process parameters, selection of tool, electrode, and dielectric fluids, choice of parameters for improved surface finish and machining accuracy, applications of different processes and their limitations. Next, plasma machining. Plasma, that is principle of material removal, description of process and equipment, process variables, scope of applications of the process limitation. About plasma machining, it is about in Unit 4. In Unit 4, we will learn about mainly, that is EDM, wire cut EDM, electric discharge machining. Next, plasma arc machining. These are the contents we will learn in Unit 4. Next, coming to Unit 5, that is last one, electron beam machining, that is generation and control of electron beam for machining. Next, theory of electron beam machining, comparison of thermal and non-thermal process mechanics, parameters, applications, and limitations about electron beam machining. Next, laser beam machining, that is process description, mechanism of material removal, process parameters, capabilities and limitations. Next, features of machining. Next, applications of limitation. These are the topics we will learn in this subject from all the 5 units. Okay. Next, these are the main textbooks given by the university. That is Advanced Machining Process by V.K. Jain. Next, Advanced Manufacturing Process for Engineering Materials by Sirope, Kalpakjin and Steve. These are the main textbooks. Next, coming to reference books. That is New Technology by Bhattacharya, Manufacturing Technology by Kalpakjin. Next, Modern Machining Process by Pandey PC and Shaw. These are the reference books given by the university. Okay. Next, coming to the subject, Our subject is modern manufacturing methods. First we will learn about the what is manufacturing. That is, manufacturing process can be broadly divided into two groups. Actually, the manufacturing is nothing but it is conversion of raw material into final form. That is, final form is usable form. Okay, by using the machinery, manpower, next electricity, and different machine tools. By using all these parameters, by conversion of raw material into usable form is known as manufacturing. That is, manufacturing mainly here divided into two groups, that is primary manufacturing process and secondary manufacturing process. In primary manufacturing process, that is basically provide basic shape and size by using different methods, that is solidification process, forming process. Here only conversion of from raw material into just one basic size. Suppose we have to convert the iron rods from the iron ore. Okay, is the primary manufacturing process. Suppose we have to manufacture a bolt. By using secondary manufacturing process, we will create that is actual shape and size with tighter control on dimension and surface characteristics. These are done by using the secondary manufacturing process. Suppose have to manufacture a bolt and nut. For that case, we have to first prepare the rod and head, and by threading option and turning, and these are the different manufacturing process are by using the different machine tools we are using in secondary manufacturing process. Okay, next coming to material removal process. It is the one of the process in the secondary manufacturing process. That is, material removal process once again can be divided into two groups, that is conventional machining process and non-conventional machining process. It is also called non-traditional or unconventional machining process. Okay, again we will go through the classification here. The main material removal process is mainly divided into two types, that is first one traditional manufacturing machining and second one non-traditional machining. Here traditional machining is also called conventional machining. Okay, and non-traditional machining is also called unconventional machining or modern machining methods or modern manufacturing methods. Okay, in traditional machining, here mainly cutting and mechanical abrasions are the main process. Cutting means suppose we have to drill a hole by using the drilling machine, and boring, honing, and these are the different process by using the cutting process. Next, mechanical operation means some grinding machines or broaching or lathe, different equipments are come under the mechanical operation. These are the traditional machining process. Coming to non-traditional machining process, in these CHM, that is chemical machining, electrochemical machining, electrochemical grinding, electro discharge machining, laser beam machining, abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, and plasma machining. Next, ultrasonic machining. These are the different methods are used in non-traditional machining. In these all 5 units we will discuss about these process. Okay, this is the classification of material removal process. That is, next coming to traditional machining. What is traditional machining? Traditional machining is nothing but it is also termed as conventional machining process that is used to remove material in the form of chips by applying forces on the work. Example, lathe machine. In lathe machine, suppose we have to do the turning or to create the hole or threading. These are the different process by using lathe machine we can done. In that process, the tool is directly contact with the workpiece. That means here more amount of friction will be developed. Due to this friction, some amount of heat generated. Due to this heat, the tool may be wear or tear in some cases. For that case, we have to use the tool material is more harder than the workpiece. For that case, here the cost of the tooling and working and time will be increases in traditional machining process. Okay, next, material with a wedge shaped cutting tool that is harder than the work material under machining condition. Okay, we can use the type of tool. Next, that is example, drilling, lathe machine, etc. Okay, next, characteristics of conventional machining. That is, the major characteristics of conventional machining are generally macroscopic chip formation by shear deformation. Suppose we are using traditional machining, that is, suppose we can do only some operations like large operations. Suppose we have to do a small hole, that is in terms of 1 to 2 mm. It is very difficult by using the normal traditional machining process. For that case, we are dependent on the non-traditional machining. Next, material removal takes place due to the application of cutting forces. In this already we discussed in traditional machining process. Here the tool is directly contact with the workpiece. That in that case, here large amount of cutting forces will be developed. Okay, next, cutting tool is harder than workpiece at room temperature as well under machining conditions. It is the main characteristics of conventional machining, because if you use a less harder material than the workpiece, what happens here? Tool will be tear. For that case, we use the tool material is harder than the workpiece. Okay. Next, coming to demerits of conventional machining process. In conventional machining, metal is removed by chip formation, that is, which is an expensive, difficult process. Suppose metal removed by chip formation, which is expensive and difficult. Suppose we are using conventional machining. What happens at the application of machining process? Suppose we have to do the knurling or threading. In that case, the material is removed. Suppose we have to drill a hole in a plate. For that case, what happened? The material is removed from the workpiece. That material is to be waste, and we are again recycling that material. That is for time consumption, and material handling will increase, and more amount of energy is needed to again recycle this scrap. Okay, it is the main demerit of the conventional machining as compared to the non-conventional machining process. Next, chips produced during this process are unwanted products. Okay, during lathe process and milling and drilling and shaping, here more amount of scrap will be developed. Okay. Next, removal of these chips and their disposal and recycling is a very tedious procedure and involving energy and money. Here more amount of money and time and energy will be wasted in this process. Okay. Next, very large cutting forces are involved in this process, so proper holding of the workpiece is mostly important. During the application of machining tools, we have to place the workpiece in a holding equipment. Suppose example, in lathe we are using as a chuck. There are different types of chuck, that is 3-jaw, 4-jaw, etc. In that case, suppose if we are using a soft material, in that case, by using the holding clamps, what happened here? More amount of forces will develop in the workpiece. It is an defect. Okay. Next, due to the large cutting forces and large amount of heat generated between the tool and workpiece interface, that is undesirable deformation and residual stresses are developed in the workpiece. Okay, here large amount of cutting forces during the machining process. Due to that, here more amount of stresses, that is in terms of residual stresses, will be developed in the workpiece. Okay, it is the main defective. For that case, here more amount of forces will act on the workpiece. Next, it is not possible to produce chips by conventional machining process for delicate components like semiconductor materials. Suppose if you use semiconductor materials, means the chips cannot be by using conventional machining. We cannot machine those components. It is very delicate. For that case, we are using the non-conventional machining. These are the it is about conventional machining process and different type their characteristics and merits of conventional machining. Okay, in next lecture we will discuss about what is non-traditional machining and classification of traditional methods, their characteristics and advantages and disadvantages. Next, process selection and based on the type of geometry and which type of process, that is non-traditional method can be used based on the type of material and type of operation. All these process we will discuss in the next lecture. These are about the introduction about modern manufacturing methods. Based on the demerits of conventional machining process, we will introduce the modern manufacturing methods in the manufacturing process. Okay. In these, here mainly we are spending more amount of money for suppose if you do the machining operation for titanium material, it is very hard material. For that case, we have to select the tool compared to the workpiece. It is more, the tool material will be more harder than the workpiece. For that case, the cost will be increases. Okay, and a more amount of forces, cutting forces will be doubled. For this case, we will depend on the conventional machine. Okay, thank you.